What's up, guys? Happy Tuesday. I wanted to address a really popular question that I get here on the channel, and that is, how long are your juices good for and how can you extend that shelf life? The very first obvious thing that's going to influence this is your juicer. So cold pressed juice makes the highest quality because the process is so gentle. There's not a lot of oxidizing there. Cold pressed juice has a shelf life of 3 to 5 days. We mark ours with a 4-day shelf life from the day it was made. So once juices reach their date mark, their drink by date, we dollar off these juices. So this juice is 5 days old. This is a 5-day-old carrot juice pressed on Judy, our big X1. If extraction juicing is done really well, the process is done really well, you can get a really long shelf life out of your juices. But the process and how we do things influences that and the oxidation. There's a few things that I do that help extend the shelf life and really give our juices some longevity here at the shop. The first thing is using really good quality, fresh produce. Only buy enough produce that will last you a week. If you're able to get produce twice a week, or if you're just starting this out of your home and the grocery store is your supplier, the fresher the produce, obviously the longer that it's going to be good and viable once it's juiced. The second thing is bleaching and descaling your juicing equipment. Once a week I bleach our press bags. Imagine trying to brew coffee through an already used coffee filter. It just doesn't lead to good quality results. So descaling everything, making sure that everything is clean and ready to use at least once a week is really going to help increase the quality of your juices. I know it's something that you don't really think about. You think of them separate, but if you juice on a press bag that's been like 2 weeks since you've descaled it, you're going to notice a big difference in quality, which is why I do it once a week. A good way to test this, if you need to descale your press bags, is to run some cold water. So say you just juiced a green juice, run some cold water through the press bag to rinse it out. And if the water isn't flowing through naturally, if the water doesn't go out of the press bag without you having to squeeze it, you need to descale your press bags. The water should be able to flow easily. Within under a minute, it should all drain out. Oxy dip from Webster store is great, but I find that bleach, and I hate chemicals just as much as the next person, but bleach is going to do it the fastest. You can wash them after you bleach them. I rinse our press bags out like crazy after I send them through the chemical treatment. So that's going to help a lot, and that even goes as far as juicing during your shifts. So say you've juiced all your green juices and you notice that the water isn't flowing through your press bag, it's time to switch press bags and grab a new one. So I use 2 press bags for juicing produce during the week, and then I use 1 press bag for pressing almonds during the week. So I have a rotation of 3 press bags here at the shop. The third tip is adding 1 lemon per 5 pounds of produce and doing that very first in your juicing lineup. So every time I juice something, the lemon is first. So if I'm adding 6 pounds of apples to the stomach, I first grind the lemon and then I add the apples into that lemon. So the lemon is touching everything, if that makes sense. If I'm juicing the same recipe on the M1 or the Mini, I'll do the lemon first, so it's at the bottom of the press bag and all that juice runs through the lemon, helping preserve the juice for a little bit longer. An easy way to see that if this works is to juice 1 apple on the Mini or M1 or your Cuvings. Watch the color and oxidization of that and juice 1 apple with a half a lemon first, and then juice the apple, and you'll see there's a complete difference in color. It's like our apple cider compared to our snaps. See how these are bright yellow? Or our apple cider is brown. That's the difference that lemon makes. All right, I think that's it. I mean, you can see that, this juice looks incredible, like it was just juiced, and I know that it tastes the exact same way because I bleach my press bags. They're fully descaled. I bleach and descale our stomach blade, so we're getting a really good, nice, clean cut on the produce when it's processed. I add lemon to every cycle of the stomach. Our produce is fresh. We keep everything cold throughout the process. It's just these little details that add up to a big difference. And you can see when you hit the mark and when you miss the mark. There are times where I overprocess. Not so much now that I've learned the ways of the stomach, but you could tell when you overprocess, your juices separate, or if something's wrong, A lot of you guys will say like rancid, the word rancid. Just check your process, see if there's any kind of red flags, and I hope this helps. So these guys were bleached on Saturday, and I haven't used them yet this week. This is the one that I used today. So by the end of the week, it'll be stained times like 5. So you can see how that would definitely impact the juice quality. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.